Welcome back, everybody, to Cool's Does Book Reviews. I know it's been a while. Our last one was Ghost Towns of the Rockies. If you haven't checked that one out, go please check it out. But like I said, it's been a while because we've been super busy trying to get you guys some new footage for our web series and stuff, but also writing our biography. It'll be written by Erica Gammon, the same one that brought you guys Ghost Demons and Dolls. Super exciting news. I think that's the first time I've actually told you guys about that. Behind me you can actually see our top 4 at this point highest rated books that we've done. Our highest rated of 2016 that we've read so far is Ghosts of Lincoln at an 8.0. Makes it our 4th highest rated book, and these 4 are the only ones to be rated above 8. But our 3rd is Chasing Spirits, 8.2, 8.4 is Shot in the Back, and 8.7 is Kronos Rising, our highest rated one. Now, you may be asking yourself, why are those in the background? It's because I had high expectations for this book that we're about to look at. It's because it came from our highest rated book of all time that we've done so far at 8.7, and that is the sequel to it, Kronos Rising Kraken Volume 1 by Max Hawthorne. It was my most anticipated book of the year, which is saying something considering the amount of decently, plausible, top-rated books that are coming out. This was number 1 on my list, followed up by books like Angels, Ghosts, and Demons, Meg Night Stalkers, and Fight Club 2 even. So, super excited. Let's dive into it. It starts 30 years after the Paradise Cove incident that was explored in Kronos Rising. It follows Garm and Dirk Braddock, who are Jake and Amara's kids, twins actually. Garm is a sub-commander, and he goes after the Kronosaurs and collects them. Sometimes they have to be put down, but he does try to collect them for the employer Dr Greyson that his brother works for, Dirk. They work in Tartarus. And what Dr. Greyson does is he refits them with kind of like mind control things that helps them work for the military. Now the military is using them as biological weapons. So it kind of really delves into that aspect. It is called Kraken, which means the Kraken is in it. The first chapter actually describes the Kraken quite beautifully. It reminded me of how Christopher Nolan introduced us to Heath Ledger's Joker, just how it showed off everything the Kraken was, big, scary, just almost villainous in a way, but at the same time it's just an animal. It's just doing what nature intended, but it really shows the size and power, and right away you're like, man, the Kronosaurs might not stand a chance against this Kraken. Overall, the Kraken does play a part. It's small, but it's because, guys, this is only one part. It's actually been split into 2 due to the size. It's our second highest, or second longest rated, longest page-wise book that we've read, at least for the reviews, slightly behind Kronos Rising. And that's amazing considering it's only book 1. What did I like? I did like the amount of new characters. I think Max Hawthorne has done something that's really quite rare. He wrote a sequel that's worth reading because of a time hop. It allows him to give you new characters, well, sprinkling in some of the things you loved and knew about the old one, but making something really feel fresh and new. So it's not that retread that a lot of sequels go down, and that is allowing him to bring in the new characters. You see, like I said, Garm and Dirk are the main overall characters, but you see Dr. Greyson and Callahan, and there's 3 pretty strong female leads, Stacy Daniels, Nat Dragunova, and Dr. Bane. So there's those 3, and I think the backstories for most of these characters were written actually pretty well. I think that was a pretty strong point for Kronos Rising Kraken. Something else I liked was he referred to a crevasse as a Sears Tower size crevasse. So thank you so much, because I don't like hearing it referred to as the Willis. It's always going to be Sears Tower. So that was just something a little nitpicky, but I enjoyed that. Also, I like the sprinkling of Greek mythology. I'm Greek, so anytime I see Greek mythology throughout a book, or even it's about Greek mythology. It's really exciting to see. And we also, guys, we get a Megalodon finally. It's rather late into the book, but Ursula does appear. I love Ursula. Packs a punch. I didn't think she'd come out on top, but she shows her tenacity. I'm not going to say what happens or where, but at least right now this is a spoiler-free review. I think we'll do a little bit of a spoiler, that's what I'll tell you guys. But yeah, overall, I think it's a great book. It also touches up on what happened to Jake and Amara between that book, Kronos Rising and Kronos Kraken, and talks about why a lot of the program is going on. Now, the program's being brought on because there's a plague going around. It started off in Paradise Cove with the first Kronosaur, but it's called Cretaceous Cancer, and so they're trying to find a cure. Dr. Bane in particular, that's her job. So they're really trying to fight that because it's really a nasty cure, almost kind of rabies, zombie-like, you know, strain that goes around, which I thought was cool. Adds something else. And overall, it starts off good, like I said, very reminiscent of the Dark Knight. Is how they, you know, showed the Joker, is how they showed the Kraken. It plays a small part. I'm expecting bigger things, especially where it ended off. The Krakens were really just like, you know what, we're going to eat anything, it doesn't matter. So I feel like there's going to be like an all-out animal war coming along, especially because at the end they're going to where it all started. The Diablo, they're going down there, and they said something about a rainforest, so who knows, maybe there will be a Spinosaurus. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I had the dream that Culz Paranormal was in one of these books and got eaten by a Spinosaurus, which would be cool, but I would love to see a Spinosaurus in one of these, duke it out with a Kraken, a Kronosaur, a Megalodon, maybe throw in a Purosaurus, you know, a Leviathan. That would be amazing, because Max Hawthorne really delivered, and I think writing sequels is hard because of the expectations. There was huge expectations anyways when I read Kronos Rising because of when it came out and when I read it. But this one, because of how well that one was, there was really, really huge expectations, and it delivered. It's one of the really, really rare sequels in any form, whether it be books or movies, where I thought it actually added something to the story. You look at Vostok that we did last year, which was a sequel to The Lock, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and it was a decent book. It just didn't feel like it added anything. So going into, I was worried a little bit, but I don't remember ever really being disappointed ever in this book. Overall, did it make our top 4? Is it a book that it deserves that rating of being only the 5th book ever to be rated above an 8? Yes, it did. But now where does it fall in? I think it falls somewhere between Chasing Spirits and Ghosts of Lincoln. I'm going to give it about an 8.2 out of 10, which makes it our 4th highest rated book, our highest rated book that we've read in 2016. So far, it has delivered. It was my most anticipated book. It did not fail me. And so please, guys, go check it out. If you didn't check out Kronos Rising, the first one, go check that one out first. Start at the beginning, and then delve into this one. It's a really fun read, and I don't want to spoil too much. So we're going to stop there, because I might start. I just want to say something. So, spoiler to everyone, if you have not read it, don't continue. Alright, so there's a part where you learn that Jake is dead. And it didn't surprise me too much, just the way they were going through and talking, and they kind of left him out. But the fact that Amara was also dead, that shocked me. That to learn that both of them were gone was sort of a gut punch. So, I mean, shows how well they were written in the first one. So overall, super, super good read. Like I said, 8.2 out of 10. I highly recommend it, guys. And also, go show some love on Facebook and Twitter. I will post links to both his pages. Max Hawthorne's page is there. He will respond. He's super cool, and he posts really cool, you know, scientific things. There was one time we were just talking about Spinosaurus on there. He just posted something about Plesiosaur, so it's really, really cool. Go check that out, support him. And guys, until next time, Kronos Rising Kraken, go check that one out. And like I said, guys, go check out all our book reviews. All these will be linked to in the description, so please go check them out and go support Max Hawthorne as well as our friend Erica Gammon.